You don't want the government to control it, but you think a business has the right to regulate. So you think a business has the right to see, like, if you're immune to something, if they choose, like, hey, we have this big open event. If you're not immune to this, you can't let you in here. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
So we were kind of talking about this off camera about vaccines, and there's this article that I want to go through with you about this Harvard Law School professor Alan Dershowitz. I don't know if you've heard of him or not. Have you heard of him?
No, I know there like who's a Dershowitz that killed somebody? Like he was like a mass murderer in the 70s. Was that the fucking
I have no idea.
But son of Sam?
I doubt this is the same guy.
I know it's not the same guy, but he has the same last name, which makes me want to know if he's related to him. Okay, go ahead. I'll do some research.
Do some side research. Anyways, vaccines in general is kind of a big topic right now because with the whole COVID thing going on right now, it's kind of in everybody's lives. But kind of debate I'm seeing online now is it's not if at this point, it's when a vaccine comes out, should it be mandatory? How do you feel about mandatory vaccines? Like, do you feel the government has the right to say, hey, here's a vaccine, you have to take it? What do you think?
No. Anything to do with health, government can't touch you. No, the government can't fucking do shit to you unless you break the law. And until then, we're free. Fuck them. They can't make us do anything. As long as we're not hurting somebody else, breaking the law, don't touch me. Get the fuck away from me. If I don't want to vaccinate my kids because I don't trust the doctors and I don't trust the government. I think a lot of Americans feel the same way. I love America, but I don't trust the government and I don't trust the big business aspect of it. I'd rather buy shit from town, people I know prefer.
Right, small business. Yeah, I'm kind of on the same page as you. I'm more pro-vaccine, where if there's an available vaccine that has been tested and it's proven that, hey, this is gonna be benefit you, like overall, like measles, mumps, those kind of have been around for a while. Yeah,
yeah.
You should take a vaccine if it's available, and I encourage you. But I'm no way would have it be forced upon people.
That would be the worst thing ever. That would be horrible. Like,
yeah,
I don't even think Russia does that, and Russia's pretty fucking totalitarian.
I have no idea if they would do that, but
or China. Well, no, they wouldn't spend the money. They'd rather have them die. I mean, not rather have them die, but they're just human life. They're like, right. We ran people over with tanks. We tried to. I don't know the whole fucking thing, but
right
in Russia, but like, and I feel it's the same here. They're like, hey guys, we got to make money. A couple extra 20,000 people die, 50,000 because of this coronavirus thing. Oh well, because the economy needs to open, and they're kind of right. Well, I mean, it sounds fucked up, but like that's what's gonna happen. Science has said it over and over again.
Well, you think the government's just gonna come down and force people to take vaccines?
No, I'm just saying they're just gonna. Oh hell no, they're not gonna do that. Not if they want to get votes.
There you go.
There's no red-blooded American Republican that's going to stand for that. They want to get vaccines. I mean, there's probably some. I mean, I can't put a sheet over everything. I hate when people say all Republicans, all different. I'm like, no, everybody's fucking different, dude.
Yeah,
everybody, and there's not all just one side. Like, yeah, every person I've met some pretty. Different types of people. But yeah.
Well, we're going to break into this article. Before we do, if you're new to this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. It really helps us out. Like this video if you want to see more from us. And leave a comment down below. We want to hear about you guys, what you think about vaccines in general. And do you think the government has the right to, plunge a needle into your arm, as this guy quotes in this article?
Dude, fuck that, man.
So, we're going to leave a link to this article down in the description if you guys want to check it out for yourselves. So go ahead and start reading through it. So I'm going to paraphrase most of this, but Harvard Law School professor Alan Dershowitz claimed in an interview with a government that the government has the constitutional right under the 10th Amendment to forcibly vaccinate its citizens to curb the spread of a contagious disease. Now, I'd get if this is a crazy contagious disease where we had the original numbers where it was like 2.2 million people were going to die from it, but we haven't even seen close to those numbers. So, yeah.
Yeah.
If it was for the common good where it's like millions of people are going to die if you don't get this vaccine, it's like, all right, well, I guess I can take one for the team. Not, well, I think the United States hasn't even broke 100,000 yet deaths.
Yeah, I don't know.
And the population of 350 million people.
Yeah, that's some shit out of like a sci-fi movie. Like everybody's wearing like these face masks
Like
and they're not allowed
shit,
out, and they're out hunting for people that aren't wanting to get the vaccine. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
this
I
is
mean,
some
that's some shit
Resident
out of like
Evil
a
shit.
yeah, some sci-fi horror bullshit. Like,
Yeah, the T virus.
yeah.
All right, so
Oh shit, I forgot about that, dude.
yeah, those are good.
Mila Jovovich.
Oh, dude,
What stands the test of time?
That's my girl right there. Oh, all right. Anyways,
my favorite was Joan of Arc. Oh, okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
All right, so
Joan of Arc was a good one.
This is his quote. Let me put it very clearly. You have no constitutional right to endanger the public and spread the disease. And if you disagree, you have no right to be vaccinated. You have no right not to wear a mask, and you have no right not to open your business, he said. The interviewer interjected and asked him if he wanted to clarify. You have to be vaccinated. We have to be vaccinated. He says, absolutely. And if you refuse to be vaccinated, the state has the power to literally take you to a doctor's office and plunge a needle into your arm.
Yeah, well...
No. Just no. Sorry.
Yeah, that's way too much. That was way too much. That dude...
It's super
that's where I
authoritarian.
get where the... Yeah. Yeah, dude. This is America, bro. Dershowitz.
Yeah, Dershowitz. I'm just curious, like, how many people actually think like this? This legit scares me because...
Oh, no. But, I mean, but you gotta imagine there's both on each end, too. You know what I mean? Always, the pendulum swings both ways, my friend.
Oh, I know. I'm just... This far...
That's crazy.
This wave, like, freaks me out a little bit. Like, you know, they speak to the right politician and this starts, you know, snowballing and they, you know...
I mean, one person has the likelihood of fucking up millions of people's lives. I mean, not millions, but I mean, in a way, yeah. Yeah, that one person that doesn't give a shit about anybody can just fuck, and it's biological warfare. You know, these people got guns and shit. You remember all the shootings? I'm sure they're still going on, but they're not televising it because they figured out, like, you know what? Us televising it makes it worse. All those black shootings where they're televising all that shit just made it worse. It just fucking heightened up the shit, and the news is like, oh, we got to switch doing this because they're catching on to us. You know, like, a smart person would be like, dude, they're sensationalizing every fucking thing. It was, you know, cop shootings with black people, then fucking coronavirus, Trump, you know, like, they sensationalize things. Mm-hmm. And, like, the Trump thing was awesome because they stopped putting people in danger. Like, it's not these fucking, you know, because they put it on the news and the cops are like, fuck, people hate us, and black people are like, fuck, they're killing us. White people are like, this is injustice, you're making us look bad. And it's like, black people, you know what I mean? It was like, I'm not blanketing the whole subject, but I think that the media sensationalizes shit to the point of danger. over. And then they back off and find something else to.
Well, the problem with them doing that too is they hype it up and they push it out there, and then people only see that initial like hype of a story and they're like, oh shit, and then they when they back it off and they send that little retraction, they don't really like, oh, by the way, we were wrong about this, and then moving on, and then hardly anybody sees that.
Yeah, the effects of it. Oh yeah, they don't want
the effects of it already too out there.
They want to keep Americans scared and glued to the TV of what's happened next. And right now, it's nothing serious, but it's just little things to bitch about. And it's mainly fucking pro-life. I mean, right now, they got this thing, but people are going to get bored with. They're already getting bored with it. You know, they're literally over it. They're all over it. Everybody's just like,
people are definitely over the lockdowns for sure.
No, they're just over the whole hearing about COVID-19. I am. I'm just like, dude, it's just whatever. It's the flu. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. take precautions. Everybody seems like they're taking fucking. We're in Ohio. I think we're fine. Everybody's fucking wearing their face mask. Everybody keep, that's all we can do is wear your fucking face mask because it's respiratory bullshit. Try to be a little bit cleaner. Wash your hands a little bit more. But other than that, I think we'll be fine.
Oh yeah, I think we'll be fine
everything.
too. But it's not the COVID I want to focus on. It's just the fact that these people want to do the vaccines. That's why I'm trying to stay away from just purely COVID and just stick to the fact that these people are pushing like mandatory vaccines, like drag you out of your house, take you to a doctor's office, as he said, and shove a needle in your arm.
Yeah, so, that's. I think the media sensationalizing that shit. That's probably how he feels, and it makes sense because that one person. That's how I got drifted off of that subject because that one person could affect all these people fucking lives, and it sucks. But like, how would you deal with that? If there's like, you know what I mean? How would you deal with it? Like, they'd be like, if you don't have this vaccine, you can't go to a public school. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I think that would be a better way instead of.
Well, yeah, like anything government run. Instead of
tracking it, it'd be like, look, dude, if you don't have this freaking, and I hate to put like ID, but like even kids have to have IDs in order to see if they're vaccinated or not because they can endanger a population.
That's if you don't have your with define ID. Do you mean like a tracker, like a tracking device?
No, not a tracking device.
That's what I was confused. Like, well, I don't support that.
Like a card, like like an ID,
like a dog tag.
You can get an ID with, but you know what I mean. But
no, I'm trying to understand what you mean.
School building. If you're walking into a school building, and you have a chance to infect all kinds of shit, just touch every fucking bathroom handle. Then every kid goes home, brings it home to 5 kids, their parents go to work, kids go to different, you know what I mean? Like, you can do some massive damage. And, I mean, if you have a fucking spreadable, fucking disease, and there is a fucking cure for it, like, shouldn't we have some way to know?
Well, that's
if you've taken a.
Well, that's the thing. If people start doing that, that just violates all the HIPAA laws and the Privacy Act stuff. Like, people don't need to know my medical records, like what shots I have and shit.
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't agree with your little ID tag on kids thing.
I know. Well, it's on adults too, dude. I'm just talking about in general the blanket. Like, there should be some way of knowing that. But also, you can fucking.
I think that just goes against personal liberties and privacy, and I just disagree with that. That's just my opinion.
I mean, I'm in like you.
I get what you're trying. You're because you're like, oh, it shouldn't be. They shouldn't drag your house and stick a needle in your arm. But at the same time, you're concerned about the public safety of people, which I understand. But I believe in the.
There has to be something that you can do.
I believe in like personal choice because if people in general do not want to die. So if there's a vaccine for something that they truly believe is serious and deadly, then they're going to want to, the majority of people are going to want to have it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm just saying, if you want to get into a freaking school baseball game and there's a vaccine available for something that's, doing some pretty much, I don't know. It's just an idea of how to get away from forcing people to and make it more like, hey, you can't be in public because obviously, like, you don't have to get the shot, but if you want to go to these humongous public events, you're going to have to, and like,
I don't think you should. Like, I don't think you should just to go out in public just because you don't have a certain vaccine.
Not public. I'm just saying, like, certain fucking places, like huge.
Because the thing is, a vaccine only mainly protects yourself. Like, so it's like a personal choice. Like, I want this vaccine to protect myself from this, from like the flu shot. Like, I want the flu shot to protect myself from the flu. Not everyone gets the flu shot.
If everybody got it, yeah.
I think only 40% of the people in the population actually gets the flu shot each year, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you can still die from it if you have the flu shot.
Exactly.
A lot of people die from the fucking regular flu. I think we pretty much matched a yearly death from regular flu with the COVID-19 already. It's only been like a couple of months. Not a couple, like, yeah.
Right.
So, yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Like 3 months.
We
really don't know how long.
Yeah, we don't know how long it like truly is because who knows when this actually started and when it actually came into the United States? Because I've talked to people and they're like, yeah, I think I had it before I even came in here. Like, you know what I mean? They're
Yeah,
like, yeah, I was like, I felt sick and now I'm fine.
yeah, it's probably been here for fucking ever.
You know, little side note, could you imagine if we just completely like went through this whole thing and people already got sick before even the government caught on and like everyone's
Oh,
already got the antibodies, but no one knows it because they're not pushing antibody tests?
yeah, that would be. I
But
I've thought about that already, dude. I'm just like, dude, we don't know how long it's been here. I think it's been here forever. I think they've been overdoing it. But you're right, dude. I hate to be one of those people, the government looking for people, government blah 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 for fucking tracking or whatever, trying to make everybody get the vaccine. But nah, I think I just switch up the roles a little bit. Be like, look, if you want to go to these major events, you know,
yeah,
you're gonna have to fucking get a fucking basic ass like, yo, just like driver. You know what I mean?
I don't
I
think
don't.
I think that's just a bad idea because if they're saying like because then how are you gonna regulate that? Like you're gonna make people walk around like they have to show like that's I don't agree with that. That's just
What, like a license, like a
not like a
driving
license.
license, like
No, it's
like
just
you have a vehicle that can, be dangerous, potentially kill a couple people, and you have to get fucking insured. You gotta, pass the driving test. You gotta
right,
pay
but
your
just to get
fucking
access into a
registration
public
fees.
event like a sporting event and you have to show them like, hey, look, I got my shots. I got all these shots. I disagree with that. That's all.
You have to show proof that you are able to drive a car. You have to show proof that you're able not to infect millions of people. I think an infected human is more dangerous than a car because there's a potential.
Right, but if you have the shot yourself, then you're you're resistant to it anyways. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, the whole point of getting vaccinations is that if everybody gets it,
Right, but we shouldn't have the government's overseeing
or they're
people saying
not,
that.
they're
But the
not
thing is, like,
overseeing.
that's what you're saying
They're
is you
just
want like
saying, like,
some sort of system where like you have to show, which means it's going to be regulated by the government. That's what I'm saying. I think it
it
should just
doesn't
be on
have
the
to be.
onus
It
of the
can be
person.
privatized. But like, if you're a smart concert owner, like the gym, you know what I mean? You're like, dude, we have all these people here. This is no joke. We don't want like 50 people getting all of their kids. Like the risk. Like the gym, they're like, look, guys, if you don't get this fucking yearly shot, we can't let you in here because you have the risk of spreading a disease. I would like, the gym is out of the bounds. I'm not gonna go back to the gym because it's just fucking retarded. Because I'm good. It's other people I'm worried about. Like you said, I'm not worried about that. So like, but as a business, I'd be like, look, if you had that option to know that you're in a herd of, the herd that is, that it is what it is. Vaccinations only work if everybody takes them.
I would agree to
That's the
disagree.
point of vaccination. That's what doctors say, dude.
Well,
Look it up.
the point of vaccination is to artificially produce herd immunity, which your body can most likely do. Like 9 times
Yeah,
out
it's a
of 10, will be
weakened
able to do it on
version.
your own.
Yeah,
It's
but
just
not
artificial
everybody.
herd immunity. That's all vaccine is. Like if a lot of if a
Herd immunity, people die. Herd immunity is like lots of deaths. That's what it is. Herd immunity is more deaths than the fucking 19 because they had a vaccination by then. It's just taking if you're just trying to wait it out, it's gonna take fucking a long time. You gotta imagine how long it took for it to find its way into us, and that's working on a molecular level. So us trying to reverse that pattern, and then herd immunity, like we've had vaccines forever. So if you're just talking about no vaccine at all and just our body's natural immune, there's so many people with fucked up immune systems due to a fucking standard American diet. They don't know how to process fucking real. I've seen people like try to eat a vegetable. They refuse to eat vegetables. It's like the herd immunity is bad. That's why they're trying to save everybody. I walked through fucking store today. Everybody was like, whew. We're growing big out in Ohio. And I was like, man, I'm not saying how much any better, but like, dude, I was like, dude, these people are out in the store, dude. It don't look too. I wouldn't do it.
All right, so I'm gonna try to keep this wrapped up, and I want to bring up the 14th Amendment, and this is kind of my counter argument to the government forcibly making people do vaccines based on the 14th Amendment. It states no state shall make or enforce any law which shall abridge the privileges or immunities of citizens of the United States, nor shall any state deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process of law. So that's just my right there. It's abridge the privilege or immunities of citizens. So basically, they can't force you to become immune to something if you don't want to. Now, do I think people should if it's widely available? But it's your personal choice. I think it's someone's personal choice. That's my end argument. But
yeah, it is their personal choice. But I believe 100% the government shouldn't have anything to do with that. It should be up to businesses that are worried about their customers. You're not going to have customers if they're all dead. So in the only way that this immunization is going to work is if the people that you're in the herd with, have got immunized. And most people, like you said, if they know it's safer and blah, 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 they'll take that route. But at the same time, whenever you're getting your shot, would you like to register with the herd, so I'm thinking, what I mean, with your phone or something, so you can get into these events because you're now immunized.
Right.
I mean, if you're immunized, you're probably living out. Not immunized, you're probably living outside in some hippie commune.
Right. All right. So I'm gonna try to wrap this up real quick so we can go and try to keep it short. So basically, you're trying to summarize. You don't want the government to control it, but you think a business has the right to regulate. So you think a business has the right to see, if you're immune to something, if they choose, hey, we have this big open event. If you're not immune to this, you can't let you in here. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. If you got a gym, yo, dude. I mean, that makes sense. The gym's the greatest thing for me to think of. It's yo, dude, you're right next to each other. We all want to be safe. We need to know. I mean, and if you're getting the shot already and you just plug it into your phone, it's just a fucking, you know what I mean? Just hey, or something. Figure out some way to do it, but it should be privatized. Obviously not government driven. That would be some next world bullshit. Fucking.
I think if we
post-apocalyptic bullshit.
I disagree, just because I think leading it into the privatized world will eventually put it into the government world. But we're out of time, so that's just. I don't think it'll drift too far there. But we want to hear from you guys. We want to know what you guys think about this. We want to know what you guys stand on these vaccines, mandatory or not mandatory. Tell us what you think down in the comments. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, like our videos if you want to see more content from us, and we'll catch you next time. Peace.
Peace.
That's stupid thing.